Hey everyone, for today's tutorial we're going to be making this cute Pompompurin bag charm slash crochet pouch. You can fit AirPods and a chapstick inside, and it's really easy to make, and I'm going to walk you through it step by step. For this pattern you're going to need some acrylic yarn in brown and some cotton thread in size 10 also in brown, and some worst weighted yarn in acrylic yarn in yellow. You'll also be needing a G hook, a 1.65 millimeter hook, a darning needle, sewing needle, and a pair of scissors. Now let's get started. Okay, we're first going to start with a slip knot, and then we're going to chain 14. Okay, for row 1, you're going to make a single crochet into the second chain from the hook, and then you're going to make 12 more single crochet going down for a total of 13 stitches. Now for row 2, you're going to chain 1, and you're going to start off with an increase in the first stitch, and then you're going to make 11 single crochet, and then in the last stitch you're going to make another increase for a total of 15 stitches. For round 3, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to do an increase in the first stitch. Then you're going to do 13 single crochet, and in the last stitch you're going to do another increase, and that should leave you with a total of 17 single crochet. Now for round 4, you're going to chain 1, and you're going to make a single crochet in each stitch for a total of 17 single crochet. Now for rows 5 to 8, we're going to repeat row 4. Finish that up and I'll meet you guys back at the end of row 8. Now for row 9, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to do a decrease in the first 2 stitches. Then we're going to do 13 single crochet, and then in the last 2 stitches we're going to create another decrease. So you'll have a total of 15 single crochet. for row 10, we're going to repeat that. We're going to chain 1 and we're going to do a decrease in the first 2 stitches, and then you're going to make 11 single crochet, and in the last stitch you're going to make another decrease. That is going to leave you with a total of 13 single crochet. Now for row 11 to 14, you're going to chain 1 and you're going to do a single crochet into each stitch for a total of 13 single crochet. Okay, now for row 12 to 14, you're going to repeat that pattern. I'll meet you guys back at the end of row 14. Now we're at the end of the row 14, and instead of closing off on the last single crochet, you're going to hold that yarn and you're going to change color now into the brown. So you're going to pull that through instead to finish the single crochet. Then you're going to turn your work, and you can crochet over both of the end of the brown and the yellow, because you're going to be switching back to the yellow. And you're going to do chain 1 and you're going to do 6 single crochet. Now in the 7th stitch you're going to make a single crochet, and then you're going to chain 6, then you're going to single crochet into that same stitch, and then you're going to make another 6 single crochet. But on the 6th single crochet you're not going to close it off. We're going to switch yarn colors into the yellow. Okay, now we're at our last stitch. You're not going to close it off. We're going to hold it and you're going to finish it with the yellow. And there we have changed our yarn color. And now you're going to single crochet into that same stitch. Okay, we can cut this off and you can weave it in later. Now you're going to single crochet around, making sure that there is an increase in each corner. Now we're going to make a single crochet into the same stitch as the first stitch to create that increase, and then we're going to slip stitch into the first stitch and fasten off. And this is our first panel. Now you're going to repeat that pattern for the second panel, but instead of making a chain 6 on top, you'll be doing chain 50. Now we're going to start with the ears. You're going to start off with a magic ring, and you're going to chain 1, and we're going to make 8 half double crochet. And now we're going to close the ring, and you're going to slip stitch into the first stitch. And now we'll move on to round 2. We're going to chain 1, and you're going to make a half double crochet increase in each stitch for a total of 16 stitches. Now you're going to slip stitch into the first stitch. And now for round 3, we're going to chain 1, and you're going to make 5 single crochet. Then you're going to turn your work around for row 4. You're going to chain 1 single crochet. Then you're going to do a decrease. 2 single crochet, and you should have 4 single crochet in total. You're going to turn your work, chain 1, single crochet, decrease, single crochet for a total of 3 stitches. For round 6, you're going to chain 1, decrease, and then you're going to do single crochet, and now you have 2 stitches. And for rows 7 to 10, you're going to repeat that, chain 1 and 2 single crochet. Now for row 11, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to do a decrease, and then you're going to do 7 single crochet going down, starting from row 9. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now that brings us to where we did the last single crochet on row 2, and right in that stitch you're going to do a single crochet, and then you're going to continue making single crochets around until you reach the other side. Now where we did our first single crochet for row 3, you're going to make a single crochet into the same stitch, and then you're going to go up on the other side. That's row 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9, and you're going to slip stitch into the first stitch where we did our decrease, and then you'll be fastening off. Okay, and that's how your ears should look. And you're going to make 4 of these, but 2 of them you're going to leave a long strand, okay, because we're going to be sewing the panels together like that, and you'll be sewing them into each stitch evenly. Okay, so finish that, and then I'll teach you how to put them onto the panel. For the eyes, we're going to be working with the crochet thread, size 10. You're going to be double stranding. You're going to start with a magic ring, chain 1, and then you're going to make 8 single crochet. You're going to close the ring, and then you're going to go into the first stitch from the back of the work, and you're going to pull the loop through and fasten off. And this is how your eye should look, and you'll be repeating that pattern for the second eye. Now for the mouth, we're going to leave a long tail, and you're going to start with a slip knot, and you're going to chain 15. And then you'll be fastening off. Make sure to leave a long tail on both ends so that you can sew them onto the face. Now I'm going to show you how I place the eyes on the panel. I put them in between rows 9 and 8 with 6 stitches in between, leaving about 3 stitches on the sides for each eye. And then for the nose in the very middle, I just embroidered a triangle, and then I stitched the mouth on. And now I'm going to show you how to sew on the ears and sew the panels together. So we're going to need stitch markers. You want to place the stitch marker into the last and first stitch of the brown color on both panels, and then you're going to count down 8 stitches. Where you have the stitch marker counts as the first stitch, and the last stitch will count as the 8th. Okay? And we're going to be doing that also with the ears. You want to put the stitch markers from the first stitch where we did the decrease, and then you're going to count down 8 stitches, which is the 8 rows that we have there, rows 2 to 10 on each side, and then we're going to sew them onto the panels as we close the panel up. Okay, so with the yellow yarn, I've attached it to the back panel, starting from that first stitch, the brown stitch, and we're going to go in through the back panel, and then you're going to go into the first stitch on top of the ear and into the first stitch on the front panel. Now you're going to want to secure this. So once you've got it in, you're going to wrap it around, and you're going to go in for a second time through the same stitches. And now we're going to go into the second stitch, which is the first stitch of the yellow, and to the second stitch of the ear of that 9th row. And then you'll be counting them down to the 3rd row of the ear. That's a total of 8 rows. Now you want to make sure you keep going into each stitch correctly, that way the ear is even on both sides. Now that is the second stitch. Now you're going to go into the 3rd stitch. Okay, so you'll be continuing to do this all the way down to the 8th stitch, and you're going to repeat what we did on top, where you're going to wrap it around to secure it on the bottom of that 8th stitch, and you'll also be doing that for the other side of the ear for the 1st and 8th stitch as well. And then you'll be leaving an opening on top. So finish that, and I'll meet you guys when you're done. And this is the final look of the back charm. Now for the hat pattern, it's going to be listed in the description, and then you can either sew it on or glue it on. It's up to you. And this back charm is pretty spacious. You're able to fit in an AirPod case. I'm going to show you guys now. can fit in an AirPod case, and there's still some space inside to fit a chapstick or, you know, a few other items, hair scrunchie. It's pretty spacious. And that's it for today's tutorial. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment. If you make this pattern, please remember to tag me on my other social media accounts. I would love to see it and share it. And thank you all again for watching. Bye.